Good morning, friends, students. The next article is normal and anomalous Zeeman effect. First of all, what is meant by normal Zeeman effect? The splitting of spectral lines into three components in a magnetic field when viewed in a direction perpendicular to that of magnetic field is called as normal Zeeman effect. Then second one is anomalous Zeeman effect. When a single line is placed into or splitted into four or more lines when observed in a direction perpendicular that of magnetic field, it is known as anomalous Zeeman effect. Anomalous Zeeman effect is observed from elements like sodium, chromium, and normal Zeeman effect is observed or obtained from sources of element like calcium, copper, zinc, cadmium, etc. The anomalous Zeeman effect, it is called anomalous Zeeman effect because it cannot be explained on the basis of classical physics. Only normal Zeeman effect is obtained in classical theory. The next article is classical theory of normal Zeeman effect. Classical theory of normal Zeeman effect. The normal Zeeman effect has been well explained by Lorentz on the basis of or on the consideration of electronic theory of matter. Consider electron revolving in a circular orbit. The centripetal force acting on it is given by F is equal to mv square upon r. This is the centripetal force. Equation number 1. Where v is the velocity, v is velocity of electron in its orbit of radius r. Okay, but v is equal to r omega. Omega means angular frequency because of electron revolving. This is the orbit and electron revolving in this orbit. That is the angular frequency. This is omega. Therefore, v is equal to r into 2 pi upon t. Since omega is equal to 2 pi upon t. Putting this value in equation first. What is equation first? Centripetal force F is equal to mv square. F is equal to mv square upon r. Therefore, F is equal to m upon r. What is the value of v? 2 pi r nu. Squaring this value, 2 means 2 into 2, 4 pi square r square nu square. This is the value of f. Cancel same term, r, 1 r get cancelled. This is equation number 2. Remaining term will be written as it is. 4 pi square m r omega square. Sorry, this is equation number 2. Remaining term will be written as f is equal to 4 pi m, this m 1 r get cancelled and mu square. If the magnetic field is applied in the direction perpendicular to the plane of the electronic orbit, the additional force HEV is equal to the additional force. This is force is equal to HEV. H means, last article we have to see what is the H. H means the value of the direction of magnetic field means H. Therefore, HEV is equal to HE. What is the value of V? We have already calculated. 2 pi r mu acts on electron. Therefore, according to Fleming's left hand rule, the direction of this force will be towards or away from the center. Because of electron, this is nucleus, electron revolving in the orbit, it will goes continue away from the center. This is center. This is centripetal force. Away from the center, according to as electronic motion is clockwise or anti-clockwise, if additional force is towards center of the atom, the orbit contract and frequency of rotation increases. In additional force is away from the center orbit, expands and frequency decreases. Because of it revolving continuously, it goes to maximum direction. The orbit will expand and frequency will decrease. Then net force is F plus or minus because of clockwise as well as anti-clockwise. HE 2 pi r mu is equal to, what is the force? 4 pi square m r mu square. This is equation number 3. These are two forces where this is nu L square, nu L square, where nu L is the frequency of orbit. The radius expands, frequency decreases, the radius contracts, frequency increases. Substituting in equation 2 from equation 3, then we get same term will be common. Which one? 4 pi square m r. Remaining term nu and nu L. Nu L square minus nu square. Okay, is equal to plus minus H E 2 pi r into nu. Therefore, nu L square minus nu square is equal to plus minus H E 2 pi H E 2 pi r nu divided by this term 4 pi square m r. Same term will be cancelled, r get cancelled, 1 pi get cancelled, 2 into 2, 2 to 4. The remaining term will be nu L square minus nu square is equal to plus minus h e into nu upon 2 1 pi is remaining and m 2 pi m, but nu L is approximately equal to nu L plus nu is equal to 2 nu. This is clockwise direction, and nu L minus nu is equal to d nu. Putting this value in this equation, what is nu L minus nu square? Value is d nu into one term is remaining. This split this term in this type or in this equation, nu L plus nu into nu L minus nu is equal to plus minus h e v upon 2 pi m. Solve this bracket, this value will come. Okay, d nu into 2 nu is equal to plus minus h e nu upon 2 pi m. This nu and this nu get cancelled, therefore d nu is equal to plus minus h e upon 2 into 2 4 pi m. This is the value of d nu. Therefore nu is equal to c by lambda. Okay, c by lambda. Therefore d nu is equal to plus minus c by lambda square into d lambda. Give the derivative of this equation. What is the derivative? D nu is equal to plus minus c by lambda square into d lambda. Therefore d lambda is equal to plus minus lambda square by c h e upon 4 pi m. This is the value of classical theory of normal Zeeman effect, where lambda is wavelength of original line and d lambda is change in wavelength or Zeeman effect. Okay, the next one is explanation of normal Zeeman effect on the basis of quantum theory. Explanation of normal Zeeman effect on the basis of quantum theory. This is the next article. We have already calculated in classical theory, then explanation in quantum theory. In this article, atom in a magnetic field. We have drawn the diagram, atom in a magnetic field. These are the magnetic field H bar. Atom put in magnetic field, it can deflect by theta. This is the magnetic dipole moment mu, and this angle create 90-degree angle. In this article, when atom is kept in magnetic field H, this H, a magnetic dipole moment mu, this mu is exist. This magnetic dipole moment has potential energy delta E that depends upon both the magnitude mu, means magnetic dipole moment, of its magnetic moment and orientation of this moment with respect to field as shown in figure. This is the orientation. A torque tau acting on a magnetic dipole H is given by tau is equal to mu H into sin theta. This is the angle sin theta. This is equation number 4, where theta is the angle between mu bar and H. Tau is minimum, torque means torque is minimum and dipole is perpendicular to the field. The dipole moment goes to this field, perpendicular to this field. Tau is 0 when it is parallel. Torque will be 0, it goes to parallel to H. When it is parallel or anti-parallel to the field, this side or this side, we have to calculate potential energy delta E. To this, we establish a reference configuration in which delta E is equal to 0. Okay. And therefore, potential energy at any orientation of mu bar is the external work that must be done to rotate the dipole from theta is equal to 90 degree to the angle theta. This 90 degree angle, theta is equal to 90 degree to the angle. Therefore, delta E is equal to integration of 90 to theta, 90 degree to theta, tau into d theta. Therefore, delta E is equal to mu H is the constant term writing in outside, 90 degree into theta sin theta into d theta. Therefore, delta E is equal to minus mu H into cos of theta, integration of this. This is equation number 5. When mu bar in the same direction of H, same direction of H, equal direction in this diagram, equal direction of H. Okay. Therefore, delta E is equal to minus mu H, because of cos 0 value is 1. That is the equation is minus mu into H. This is the equation for classical and quantum theory of normal Zeeman effect.